Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We come on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. Phillies are looking to get win number 50 on the season, and they're looking to sweep the regular season series versus the San Diego Padres for the first time since 2005. They won they won all 6 of their games that year, and they're looking to replicate that for the first time in 19 years, that is. All right, let's go, baby. Rangers Suarez is going to be on the mound today for Philadelphia, and the guy that he's going to go up against is Matt Waldron. So Waldron this year is a 4-6 record, along with a 3.66 ERA. And 70 strikeouts as well, along with a 1.18 whip. He's 27 years old. He's 6'2", 185 pounds. The Phillies have to look out for him because the last time that he's pitched, he allowed 2 earned runs in 7 innings, and he ended up getting 2 strikeouts, 10 ground ball outs, and 10 flyouts. But in the month of June, he's gone 19 1/3. He hasn't allowed a home run. He's only allowed 4 earned runs, I should say. He's not really a strikeout dominant pitcher, but he likes to get guys on top of pitches, and also he can make you pop up. So he certainly can fool you on the mound. And the Phillies, if they're going to be really aggressive early on in the counts, they got to be very selective with the pitches that they decide to swing at, because this guy's been really, really good. The last time he actually allowed a home run was on May 11th, so it's been over a month. That was about 6 starts ago. So they got to really be careful with that. On the other side, though, the good news for the Philadelphia Phillies is that Rangers Suarez is on the mound. He's 10-1 on the season with a 1.77 ERA, which is the best in all of baseball. 91 strikeouts, a .88 whip, which is also best in baseball as well. The last time that he pitched against the Padres, he went 8 innings, just allowed 1 earned run, and looked like he was in cruise control. He was himself. He was attacking the strike zone. A lot of hitters just got on top of pitches, and he's just a motor. He was working, clocking in, and clocking out, and that's what they're going to need today if they want to get this sweep, and that would be really cool. Phillies are looking for win number 50. They're 49-24. Meanwhile, the Padres on the other side, Padres are 37-40. They're 19-19 on the road. And the Phillies are also looking to get their 30th home win of the season. They have just really been incredible at home. They have not lost too many games over their last 30 games at home. They've had the best home record in all of baseball, it seems. And let's get into the starting lineup. And let's say hi to everybody else that's out here, by the way. What's up, Liverpool? What's going on? Mr. Smile Sports Pod, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Serena, of course, is here. Shout out to Serena. What's up, Jason? What is up, everybody? Make sure you answer the poll question as well. All right, so Luis Arraez will be leading things off for the Padres. Then it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. batting second, Jurickson Profar hitting third, Manny Machado in the cleanup spot, Donovan Solano batting fifth, hitting sixth will be Ha-Seong Kim. The center fielder, Merrill, will be batting seventh, and then it's Kyle Higashioka, who's the catcher behind the plate. He's batting eighth. Tyler Wade playing over at second base. He's batting ninth today for the San Diego Padres. So again, it's Luis Arraez, Fernando Tatis Jr., Jurickson Profar, Manny Machado, Donovan Solano, Ha-Seong Kim, Merrill, Higashioka, and Tyler Wade all out there for the Padres. A couple things to note. Machado is the DH in this afternoon's game. Solano, who's been playing over at first base during the first 2 games of this series, well, he's going to slide on over to third base. And, yeah, so should be an interesting outing for Ranger Suarez on the bump. Jackson Merrill, I wanted to talk a little bit about him. I know he's 21 years old. He's been a very good rookie for this San Diego Padres team. It seems like he's really found himself a groove, and I think that when we look at Johan Rojas, per se, okay, and we see how Johan has developed, I think that we would be so thrilled if Johan Rojas developed into a guy like Jackson Merrill, a guy that's batting .275. He has 7 homers and 29 RBI. You know, he's still 21 years old. He's 6'3". He has a lot of speed in the outfield. I'm not really trying to put anything on a negative spotlight for Johan Rojas, but when you just put things into perspective and you say to yourself, well, if the Phillies could use another outfielder that's an upgrade, what would you think would be a really good fit? I think that a guy like Jackson Merrill would be a very, very good fit for Philadelphia. Phillies are in their cream uniforms today, and they have the red letters over the chest, and they're wearing the blue baseball caps. It's blue and then a red cap, along with a red P, which is the Phillies logo. Just a question. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to point to this hat here, okay? Do you guys see this hat right here? The flat part of the hat, I don't know if you can see it because of the green screen. This flat part, what's that called? Because I need to get better with my descriptions. Make sure you let me know down below. Wilson hit 2 homers on his return to Lehigh Valley. Yep, that's great. Bill? What's that called, a bill? That's called the bill? The bill of the hat? That's really what it's called? Oh, the bill. I've never heard the bill before. The brim? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I think it's the brim. Okay, thank you. Bill or brim? I guess it's interchangeable. Thank you. I appreciate that for letting me know. All right, I am going to write that down, because I want to get that in my descriptors. The bill / the brim. Okay. All right. Ranger wearing his high red socks along with bright blue cleats as well. I know it in Dutch. Bill also. Lima Ducks Bill. Okay, I like it. First pitch to Arraez, and there's a shot that's hit out over towards center field. Marsh on the run, and he makes the sliding catch for out number 1. That was a nice play by Marsh. Got a little bit tongue-tied there, but Arraez able to drill it out to right center field, and on the first pitch, Marsh able to make a bang-bang play. He had to go over towards his left side. He was playing out in dead center field, and then made the catch in the alleyway, and was able to flash the leather. Depends on where you grew up. It's cool. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. So Arraez lines out the center, and here's Fernando Tatis Jr. Padres are in their gray pinstripes. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Have the yellow PS over on the left side towards the upper chest. And the letters, the Padres letters, printed on the front side as well. Next pitch, and that's taken for a 1-2 count. A ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch outside for ball 2. Got a yellow SD logo representing the San Diego Padres. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ranger with the leg kick and the pitch. And that's spoiled foul just behind the plate. Phillies infielders, you got Harper over at first. You got Stott over at second base. Bohm is at third, and the shortstop is Edmundo Sosa. Catching behind the plate is Rafael Marchand. On the bump is Ranger Suarez. And the 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball that's chopped foul. The defensive lineup for the outfield will be Marsh out in center, and he is sandwiched between David Dahl out in left, and the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. Up to bat is Tatis Jr. And the 2-2 on the way, and that's slapped out over towards the right center field gap. Castellanos calls off Marsh, says he has it, and he'll make the grab just shy of the track with his sunglasses on and his golden necklace chain as well. Ranger has a sinker, a curveball, a four-seamer, a changeup, a cutter, and a slider. The sinker he's been utilizing about 32% of the time. Batters are hitting .209 against it. How about the changeup? They're hitting .125 against that. Against the curveball, they're also batting .149. First pitch in this at-bat, and it's a curveball that misses badly outside for ball one. There's Jurickson Profar wearing his sunglasses. Pretty sunny day out at the bank. Say it's 80 degrees over on the Game Time app, but I don't think that that's right. The 1-0, and that's way inside for ball two. Crew chief for this afternoon, Jeremy Rehack is calling the balls in the strike. Scott Berry's over at first. Bruce Dreckman is at second. Edwin Moscasco over at third base. The 2-0 was in there for a strike. That just happened. Suarez with 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And Dahl gets over to it as he gets the glove down low. And there's a 2-out single by Profar. He's been a hitting machine in the 3 spot for the Padres. It was a big at-bat there, too. It looked like Ranger wanted to go with a fastball, but it missed its spot, and Marchand and him could not get on the same page. And Profar was able to pull it just back up the middle and did a pretty good job. Gotta watch out for Jurickson Profar. He's pretty fast on the bases. First pitch to Machado. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field. Castellanos makes the sliding catch. The Phillies defense shows up as Marsh gives him a high five. Some highway robbery as Castellanos able to make a nice catch to end the inning. No runs, 1 man left, and we head to the bottom of the first. Phillies coming up to bat. Nice. Okay, I missed something. What did I miss? I missed one thing in my scores book, and I can't remember what it was. Machado lined out. Okay, so Tatis flied out to right. What's going on, everybody? Thank you all so much for being here. I saw somebody said that they like my new setup. I appreciate that. You know, I was thinking about maybe taking the top one down, but I kind of still like it because it still gives you a breakdown by inning of how the teams have scored. So I still like that, you know. I think that it's really cool. I like your new setup with the ball strike count. It's not even just that, but the bases are bigger, right? Like, you can actually see the bases, and it's not ahead. On a couple pitches it is, but I'm not really, for the most part, it's behind. So I'm good with that. Let's get this sweep, man. I agree. All right, so the Phillies will have Kyle Schwarber leading things off in the bottom of the first. Then it's Bryson Stott, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Nick Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, Edmundo Sosa, David Dahl, and Rafael Marchand. So, all right, well, Schwarber, Stott, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Marsh, Sosa, Dahl, and Marchand, and that's the lineup for today for Philadelphia. Trey Turner has the day off, and they're going to have to face the Phillies. Matt Waldron. We talked a little bit about him before. We said that he has a 4-6 record and 70 strikeouts on the season so far, along with a 1.18 whip. But the main thing about him is that his ERA has been really solid over his last 6 outings. Just in the month of June, his ERA is at a 1.86. Coming into the outing on May 11th, he had a 5.49 ERA, and now it's all the way down to a 3.66. So that's how much it's gone down in just a month. First pitch, and that's taken all the way for a called strike. Kyle Schwarber up to bat over his last 9 games, has a 4.29 average, 6 bombs, and 12 runs batted in. And the 0-1 is taken outside for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Overall average at 257. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Schwarber's the DH, Stott's over at second. Harper's at first, and Bohm is at third. Those are the top 4 batters. Waldron with just 3 pitches so far. This is his 2nd season with the Padres. Went 1-3 last year with a 4.35 ERA. And the 1-2 outside for ball 2. On the road this year, He's gone 43 in the third, has just mustered 15 earned runs, and has 39 strikeouts and 17 walks allowed, but just 2 homers. 2-2 pitch, and that's way outside for ball 3. Great eye by Schwarber. Kyle has hit 3 homers over his last 2 games. Has had an incredible month of June so far. The payoff pitch to Schwarber, outside for ball 4, and Kyle gets on with a leadoff walk in the bottom of the first inning. And they're showing replays of the home runs that he hit in, well, the 1 homer that he hit in last night's game and the 2 homers that he had in the first game of this series. It's Bryson Stott's turn to come on up to the plate. Pretty good crowd at Citizens Bank Park. Don't know the exact numbers of the attendance in the crowd just yet, but we'll probably find out in the 6th or the 7th inning. And the pitch, and that's, Stott did show bunt there, but he took it back, but Jeremy Riak said he didn't. The pitch was outside. Kyle Schwarber leads the National League in walks with 54. In 4th place, it's Bryce Harper, who has 46. Betts and Freeman are tied for 2nd with 47. 2 Dodger players. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive in the right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Kyle Schwarber round in 2nd. He'll jog on over to 3rd. The throw to 2nd. Way off the line. And Stott dives in there safely to 2nd base. The Phillies have picked up where they left off last night. They got all hits in the bottom of the 9th and were able to walk it off. And by the way, that's now 6 hits in a row dating back to that 9th inning for Philadelphia. And how about that swing, too, by Stott? It seems like that he's getting a much better grip of the baseball. The glove came flying off of Luis Arraez over at first base. That's how fast it was hit. And now Bryce Harper up to bat for Philadelphia. And we're in the bottom of the first. 2 runners in scoring position. Waldron gets set at the belt, delivers from the stretch and the pitch, and that's swung on, hit out over towards shallow center field. Going to be a tough play for Merrill, and he's there to make the catch. Schwarber thought about tagging up. The throw is drawn back towards the mound, and Schwarber has to retreat. So a double by Stott, and on the first pitch, Harper pops out to center field. And now Bohm is going to come on up to bat. The pitch was high, too, to Bryce Harper. And sometimes it just never hurts to take a pitch. And I thought that he was not selective there. I said that one of the main things the Phillies are going to have to do today is be a little bit more selective because this guy gets a lot of ground ball outs. Here's Bohm and the pitch. A very late strike call. It was painted on the inside edge. A knuckle curve. And the count is 0-1. One out in the bottom of the first inning. And the 0-1 pitch, and that hits Bohm. It hit him right on the elbow. And that's going to put bases loaded. There you go. Just got him just square on the elbow. And the Phillies have the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Charge! Leave the rally towels in the chat, baby. Bases juice for Castellanos. Waldron kicks, delivers, and the pitch is called a strike. Looks like it was a little bit inside. It is a little bit ahead now. That's too bad. That's too bad. I really don't like that. The ball is 1 strike, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the first. Yeah, it's been ahead today. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-1 to Casty, and it was inside. Check swing, did he go? And the first base umpire says no. It's too bad. It was so good yesterday, and even the day before, but it's been ahead like almost all day today. I just can't look there, I guess. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And that's going to make the count now 1-2. It's just tough, though, because your chat's down here, and it's just, like, glaring in front of my eyes. It would just be so much easier if I had somebody keep score for me. But it's tough. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Castellanos strikes out, and there's 2 away. See where that pitch was. It was, yep, inside and came running in. 150 people tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get to 3,000 today. JJ, hire a scorekeeper. Give them 10% of your profits. That sounds easy, but to do it every day, that's a big commitment. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Marsh is 2 for 5 with the bases loaded. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Waldron gets set. And the next one is just on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. Wonder if, like, I turn the TV off. I'll try to do it, like, after the inning and see if that ends up working somehow, some way. I don't know. See, now I know the next pitch is going to be a ball, though. The ball's 2 strikes. And the next pitch, way up high and outside for a ball. All right, I'm guessing a foul ball's coming because it didn't update. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field, and on the run is Tatis, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. So we head to the top of the 2nd inning. Phillies leave the bases loaded, and there's no score. Oh, I was ahead of it that time. It's good stuff. But yeah, like that's why I don't like having these showing the pitch count, just because of that, because it takes me off my game. Typical Phillies. That's like what happens. You know, I want to keep it up there for you guys, but it also like spoils it for you too, because I'm making a call and you already see that it's a strike for those of you that are watching, and it's a big spoiler. So, and stuff. We'll figure it out, though. Worst case scenario is we go back to the other way, but I love the bigger bases. You know, I like that. And I like the pitch count. Terrible inning. Got to get a run there. I agree. I agree with that for sure. How many of you guys watch versus listen? I like that poll. Let's do that, man. That's an interesting poll. Let's do that. So 70% of you have said yes to Are We Back on Nick Castellanos? Okay. No, this is much better. But I'd have to find a way, though, to like I'd have to find a way to not look at it, but also like be able to have your chat and be able to play my breaks and everything, because with the way I have it set up, it's different. So I'd have to change my setup that way. Both. I watch live if I can, and I listen to you. Thanks, Serena. Pitch number 1. That swung on and missed. Suarez with 14 pitches, 13 just in the first. Mostly listen. Usually have it on while I'm at work. Nice. Next pitch is fouled away. There's Donovan Solano, who's batting .287. He does have 3 homers and 11 RBI. The ball's 2 strikes. Ranger kicks and delivers the pitch. And that's skied out over towards left center field. There goes Dahl as he's on the run to make the catch over towards his left side for the first out of the inning. All right, I'll make a poll about that. I mostly listen but watch when things heat up. That makes sense. Ranger has 10 wins, which is tied for first in all of Major League Baseball. Also is first in ERA, first in WHIP, and 5th in on-base plus slugging percentage. 1 out, and the next pitch, inside and low to Ha-Seong Kim. Ha-Seong batting .220, is 9 homers, 35 RBI. And the pitch taken for a strike. It's 1:27 p.m. Eastern Time over on the East Coast, and the 1-1 delivery is just outside for ball 2. What's up, Charles? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. 2-1 pitch, and that's a called strike. Kim tried to check his swing there, but just got the outside edge. Ranger's 28 years old, 6'1", 217 pounds. The 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss. A curveball that fooled Ha-Seong Kim. And there's 2 gone in the top of the second inning. 12-6, they call it. A 12-6 curveball working day and night. Now it's Merrill's turn to come on up to the plate. And he takes a strike just at the knees for strike 1. Nothing in 1 is the count. Ranger kicks, delivers, and there's a towering fly ball hit out over to deep right field, and it is gone. Into the 7th row out in right field. See you later. And it's a 1-0 lead. Jackson Merrill with his 8th homer of the season and has been a very good rookie in the 2024 class. The IQ that he has is just so good. He's going to be around for years to come. He's only 21 years old. And that's also RBI number 30. 2 outs in the top of the second inning, and a 1-0 lead for the Padres. First pitch in this at-bat, it's just fouled towards the backstop. Kyle Higashioka hitting .167 on the season with about 5 homers and 7 RBI. The ball's 1 strike, the pitch, and that's taken all the way for strike 2, just at the knees. Ranger has not allowed a lot of home runs this season. That was just the 6th that he's allowed. The 0-2 pitch, and that's slapped foul towards the tarp over on the third base side. He just allowed 2 homers in the month of May. That was his first homer in the month of June that he had allowed. The ball's 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch upstairs. Higashioka has never faced Ranger Suarez until now. The pitch downstairs. Louie, what's going on, Louie? How you doing, man? What's good? 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch, and that is fouled away towards the first base camera well. Who do I got on the back of my jersey today, JJ? I got Raul Ibanez. Raul Ibanez. That's who's on the back of my jersey. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Ranger inside for ball 3. You compare how he did during his first 14 starts in 2023. Well, he was 2-5 last year. His ERA was at 4.22, and this year in 14 starts, it's at a 1.77. The pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop, fielded cleanly by Sosa. Throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Padres got a solo homer by Jackson Merrill. And it's a 1-0 game as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Isn't that impressive, though? Ranger, during his first 14 starts last year, was 2-5, with just 73 strikeouts in 79 innings and a 4.22 ERA. Isn't that crazy? And this year, it's at a 1.77 ERA, and he's 10-1. And his whip is at .88. So 91 strikeouts compared to 73, which was last year. A 1.77 ERA this year compared to a 4.22 last year in his first 14 starts. That's impressive, man. We love those stats. That's crazy, bro. All right, so 81 of you have said that we're back on Nick Castellanos. So my next poll question is going to be this, all right? I'm going to ask another poll question. Let's do this one. Because I really am curious, and this is a shout-out to, who? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? Who actually asked, like, if people tune in? Was it Hardcore for All? How many people... Not how many people tune in. What's the poll question? Do you tune in? Or sorry, do you listen in? Or do you watch? Do you listen in to our play-by-play calls? Or do you watch? Tune in. Watch. Both. Both should be an option. Yep. I just made it an option. How many of you are listening? Oh, it's RG Energy. RG Energy, shout out to you, bro. Let's give you a round of applause. Thank you, man. It was a really, really good idea. Both should be an option. Yep. I made sure I did that. Edmundo Sosa will be leading things off as we're in the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 San Diego thanks to a solo homer by Jackson Merrill. Pitch is taken all the way for a strike. Waldron back out there for his second frame of work. And the next pitch is taken on the inside corner, but it's called a ball. So Waldron's from Omaha, Nebraska. Just like Matt Strom. The next pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Actually, sorry. Matt Strom's from North Dakota. But Alec Bohm, is from Omaha, Nebraska. A blush, thank you guys. That's who it was. I wanted to make sure I gave you your flowers, man, because that was really awesome. 2-1 pitch, and that's taken low and away for ball 3. Wonder if they ever faced against each other, like in high school or something. 3-1 pitch. That's popped up in foul ground behind the plate. And it's going to find the seats. Actually hit the foul ball netting. It looked like Higashioka. He's trying to give it a look. Alec Bohm versus Matt Waldron High School. Well, then that leads me to my next question, because Bohm is 27 too. So that's, they're like the same age. 3-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. It's carrying. Merrill gets under it, though, and he just makes the catch just before the track. And there's one out. I was just going to say that, JJ. I knew it slipped my memory, but yeah. Does anybody know if they actually did, like, play against each other? Because they're, like, the same age. There's one out in the bottom of the second. There's David Dahl, who takes it all the way for a ball just outside. Yesterday, my TV broadcast was 2 pitches behind your call. Today, it is 1. Nice. Very, very good. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Dahl, and that's taken all the way for strike 1. That ball's flying today. It is. Absolutely. What's up, Go Bird Gang? Eric, what's going on, bro? Yolanda's here. What's up, Yolanda? 1-1 pitch, and there's a grounder that's foul towards the first base side. Appreciate you for tuning in, each and every one of you. The count is 1-2. Padres lead at 1-0. Phillies looking to sweep the Padres once again. And the next pitch is fouled away. The last time that the Phillies had a regular season sweep versus the Padres was back in 2005. They played in 6 games that season and won all 6 of them. 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled away once again. Dahl hitting at the Mendoza line. There's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, and 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch by Waldron, and that's wide for a ball. PAS, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? JJ, slow down on the subs, man. Beating me to 3,000. Congrats, brother. I appreciate that, man. Please drop your link down below. I mean that, bro. 2-2 pitch, and that's way outside for ball 3. 7 total pitches in this at-bat. 3 of them have been fouled off by David Dahl. The payoff pitch outside for ball 4, and that's the second walk allowed today by Matt Waldron. And it's a 1-out walk by David Dahl. Rafael Marchand is up next. Marchand, who did not play in yesterday's game, but played in the game before. That was the first game of the series. He had a 4-hit ball game. Ended up going 4 for 4. The next pitch, or the first pitch to Marchand, is taken all the way for strike 1. My boy says, I'm at work. Louis says, I'm at work, and your channel is better than listening to WIP radio. They got too many commercials. And I try not to take too many breaks on here, guys, because I think that it takes it to another level. The 0-1, and that's inside and low for a ball. Now, granted, I don't have any sort of sponsors right now, too, so we kind of have that extra flexibility as well. So that's nice, too. But I really like just conversations during breaks, you know. The pitch, upstairs for ball 2. Marchand does have a homer, and 3 runs batted in as well. Throw back over to first, not in time. Have some other games in this 1 o'clock window going on. The Braves lead at 5-0 against the Tigers in the top of the 5th at Truist Park. Reds and Pirates are scoreless as they head to the top of the 6th at PNC. And then it's 2-2 in the Cardinals-Marlins game in the top of the 4th. 2-1 pitch, and that's on the outside edge of the plate for strike 2. It's a pretty good pitch thrown by Waldron. He's been doing a good job at locating those curveballs today. Told you before, you got to keep your eye on him because he's not a strikeout dominant pitcher, but he knows how to get batters on top of pitches. 2-2 delivery. High for ball 3, and the count is full once again. It was a knuckleball that time. Is my voice feeling better? It's feeling okay. Ask me in the 7th inning. It's about conditioning. You know, it's like running a relay. Payoff pitch, and there's a line drive cut over at third base and getting doubled off. Is going to be David Dahl. So that's a 5-3 double play to end the inning. Marchand hit it so sharply it landed into the glove of the third baseman Solano, and Marchand lines into a double play to end the inning. So we have played 2 full innings so far and head to the top of the third. It's 1-0 San Diego. I'm surprised that Dahl was actually. I wasn't surprised that he was running. He was trying to steal there. That was just unfortunate. Sometimes that just happens, you know. All right, let's change this back. Change this. Put this up here. There we go. Good stuff. Dr. MP says, you do a great show. Best play-by-play on YouTube. You're a real broadcaster. You know the game, the players, the history, and the facts. Yeah, I first of all, number one, I appreciate the compliment. It means a lot to me. I come from a broadcasting background, but I want to get better, man. You know, a lot of people that graduated with me, and it's nothing bad at all whatsoever, but a lot of them have gone on to, you know, jobs like within the field that are in smaller markets or even in the bigger market. But you got to work your way up. And I kept thinking to myself, well, we're in a sort of unique space on here, right? Because the podcasting world is changing, and that's been taking over sports talk radio. And the evolution of the sports broadcasting realm is constantly changing every day. So eventually, the live streams and the games, the live events, if you will, are going to be like this too. So I figured it might as well pay off if we try to, build on this. And it's just so cool because I love Tom McCarthy. I love Scott Fransky. You can't talk to Scott Fransky as he's doing the game. You can text him, but your voice is not going to be heard. You don't see a community of people that are on listening to the game that you can interact with. I think it's so nice. And we can get so many people from different generations, not just for Phillies games, but for any sporting event. For football, for basketball, for hockey. It's really awesome. And so you guys make the community so cool, and I just want to say thank you because I care about you. Pitch number 1 to Tyler Wade is taken all the way for a strike. Let's get to 3,000 subs. We're 18 away, baby. Become a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ family as the 0-1 is taken all the way for strike 2. And look, the numbers are nice, but it's also the quality of people. That's what I really care about. The pitch. Inside, way inside, that is, for a ball. Gotta catch up on the chat. Sorry for my little TED talk there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rangers Suarez on the bumper in the top of the third inning. 1-0 Padres. The pitch to Wade is in the dirt and inside for ball 2. Tyler Wade's now 29 years old. Hard to believe as the 2-2 is fouled off of his back foot, and he'll take a step out of the box. He's batting on the left side wearing his white batting gloves as a yellow elbow guard. It's a Padres yellow guard with the SD logo in 3 different spots. We'll do it again. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Backhanded by Harper. Underhanded throw back to Ranger, who covers the bag and gets there in time for out number 1. Ranger hustling and slicing and dicing over to first base to record the first out of the inning. 9, 1, and 2 were supposed to come on up in this inning for the Padres, and we flip back to the top of the order. Just wanted to mention one more thing about Wade. He got his start with the Yankees back in 2017 and was a member of the Yankees organization up until 2021. Was with the Angels in 2022, the A's in 2023. Now he's on the Padres. First pitch to Arraez, and he takes that one for a ball. Luis Arraez lined out to left. He's not had a good series so far versus the Phillies, but he's put up really good lifetime stats against Philadelphia. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken for a strike one. Yeah, I fixed it. 1-1 pitch, and that swung on and missed. Keep practicing, and I believe you can go places. This is not practice, man. This is for real. I have to start realizing that now, because I'm putting myself in the light here. You know, this is not practice. I used to say that too all the time, that's why I wanted to come on here, but bro, we have 2,982 people that have subscribed to the channel. That's not a fluke. This is for real. It's wild. 1-1 was fouled away. Money line for the Padres is at -102, and for the Phillies, it's at -126, according to FanDuel. Next pitch is chopped foul. Please give JJ the thumbs up and subscribed. And if you guys want to, comment who you are down below. If you did subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Sometimes my bot picks it up, sometimes it doesn't. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Outside and low. Just make sure to not burn yourself out. I'm pretty good with conditioning myself. Yesterday, I think I took about, 2 breaks just to get some tea? So we did good. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over to right field. It goes back towards the track. Hits off the top of the wall. It's backhanded by Castellanos, who played it on a bounce, and the slide over the second is in plenty of time. The throw is actually cut off by Stott over on the right field grass. And that's the second extra base hit allowed today by Suarez. Pitch was a hanging breaking ball. And if the right field wall was a little bit shorter in height, I think Arraez would have been able to send that one out if that was maybe at Fenway or somewhere else where they have a low right field wall, like Dodger Stadium. Pitch, and that's fouled off of Fernando Tatis' foot. I think it also got a piece of Rafael Marchand, too. Tatis batting .272. 13 homers, 35 RBI on the season so far. He is a superstar in the making. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. The contract that he signed was for $340 million. It was a 14-year contract that starts this year. Batting .271 with runners in scoring position with 4 doubles. The pitch, fouled away. This year, Tatis is earning a base salary of $11 million. While carrying a total salary of $11.7 million, according to SpotRack.com. The 0-2 pitch, inside for a ball. And that makes the count now 1-2. So that means his contract's going to expire in the 2034 season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A runner over at second. The pitch, check swing. Did Tatis go? And Scott Berry says no. What else do we got? Guys, my girl said if you get JJ to 3,025 at the end of the stream, she'll stay the weekend. Oh, boy. She'll stay the weekend. There you go. 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away towards the right field side. Let's do it, man. Thank you, JJ. You're much appreciated. I love you guys. I mean it. We're a family on here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, another foul ball. Rangers pitch count, if you're wondering, it's up to 51 pitches. Had to grind out some at-bats here between Arraez and now Tatis Jr. And Tatis just barely got a piece of that pitch and was just able to foul it off of the chest of Rafael Marchand. It actually bounced first in the dirt. Then it got Marchand just near the neck. Ranger resets. And the pitch on the way. Line drive caught over at third by Alec Bohm. A hot shot, close but no cigar. And there's 2 away. Tatis shakes his head. And 2 outs are recorded in the top of the third. Well, that was probably the best thing that you could have asked for. The exit velo on that was probably at least 120 miles per hour. That's how hard he hit it. It was slapped over to third. And Bohm actually, he caught it. And then when he tried to put the baseball into his throwing hand, he sort of bobbled it at first. There wouldn't have been a play back over at second base to get the runner out. And looks like we have a pitch clock violation, or a batter's violation called on Jurickson Profar. He did not step into the box in time, and he's arguing with Jeremy Rehak. I didn't see what happened off the camera. So, and now that's going to put Mike Schilt out there too. So Mike Schilt trying to defend Jurickson Profar. Rehak takes the mask off, and things are starting to escalate pretty quickly here. Profar trying to break up Mike Schilt, and also Manny Machado trying to be the peacemaker as well. And Schilt's going to walk back over towards the dugout with his head down low. Profar still sort of wanting to get an explanation from Jeremy Rehak. He's like, man, I don't know. The rule is that you got to step into the box within 25 seconds, I believe, when there's a runner on base. They're looking at the pitch clock here. They're showing it on the replay. 5 seconds. Looked like there were 5 seconds left, but whatever. No balls, 1 strike in the pitch, and that's fouled off towards the left side. Profar batting on the right side of the plate. So it's an 0-2 count due to an automatic strike on the first pitch. 2 outs, so runner at second, and the 0-2 on the way. On the inside corner, called strike 3, and Profar still chirping with Rehak. And we head to the bottom of the third inning. Still 1-0 San Diego. Phillies trying to respond and get on the board. Can they do that? That's the question. Man, that was a nice pitch. JJ's going places. Y'all are too awesome. How do you have time for everything else while you're doing sports all the time? This is like turning into a press conference. I like it. It's funny because I was actually thinking about, maybe doing a Q&A with people if we're ever in like a rain delay or something. But I don't think we have the following yet to sort of do that. I don't know. How do I have time for everything? I make time. I'm sacrificing this. Like, this is what I want to do. I'm very blessed, and I don't hide that, right? I have very supportive parents, and I see that this is taken over. I look at what's going on at ESPN, what's going on at Fox, and I see that a lot of these people that are on air are starting their own shows. That's the wave, because they're not tied to a company, and they can sort of say more things, and they have more free will, more free power. And long story short, I'm making time because this is it, man. Like, I first wanted to come on here for practice, but I think that this is permanently what I want to do, because I think that this is how the field is going. So, would have never thought that. I subscribed, says Engineer Rafael or Raifan. What's going on? Troy subscribed as well. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it very, very much. Meant no disrespect. You were honing your skills is what I meant to say by practicing. Oh, I think I missed what you said before. But no, you're good. I'm from PA. Oh, boy. Welcome to all the new subscribers, baby. Here's Kyle Schwarber, first pitch, and that's a rocket, but it's foul towards the first base side. Why do the Phillies play at 11:35 on Sunday? Because the game is on Peacock. Or not, sorry, not Peacock. Sorry, it's on Roku TV. Sorry. The game got moved up because it's on Roku TV, and they got to abide by the TV time for Roku TV. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch, high and wide for ball 1. Got to go. May stop in later, says Troy. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. The dude's here. What's up, the dude? 1-1 pitch. There's a bouncing ball hit over towards the first base side, and it's gobbled up, and the tag is made in plenty of time by the first baseman, Arraez, for out number 1. Do I got Patreon? I have not come out with merch just yet. I think that we're still a little bit too young. Eventually, I do want to do it. But no, I have not come out with any sort of merch just yet. I think we can make some awesome merch, though. Pitch, and that's inside and low for a ball. The thing is that if you start now, like, not a lot of people, I don't think are gonna want to buy that type of stuff. You know, we're still new, we're still young. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside by Bryson Stott. Thanks, man. 8 seconds. Did I say 5 seconds? I meant to say 8 seconds. Sorry. 2-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. And this is another reason why I like doing it on here this way, because you guys are the spotters. That's really cool. So I don't always have to look everything up. I trust you guys. Some of you, you know, you got to be careful. But the ones that have been on here that have been really loyal for sure, or that you just have a gut feeling for, those... It just helps. 3 balls, no strikes, and the next pitch is on the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. Three-one pitch, and there's a line drive, and it's played up the middle on a bounce by Kim, and the toss over to first will get Stott out. Kim was actually playing Bryson Stott up the middle. The one thing I don't like about this is that I can't get an overall view of the field, and so I can't always see how the defense is aligned. But Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. I want to strike out. What else? Patreon isn't merch. It's an extra place for people to donate. I thought Patreon was... I'm sorry. I thought that was an extra place for merch. I'm so sorry. Bryce Harper comes up. The first pitch in the air. Belted out to deep left center field. Goodbye, baseball. Bryce Harper able to tie up the ball game 1-1. In the bottom of the third, he gets his 16th homer of the season. And that's how you wake up the bats. Harper doing his little celebratory stop with his hands over towards his ear like he's holding a cell phone, and he looked over at the crowd too. Pretty cool moment for Bryce. Brandon Marsh was even happy about that. Here comes bohm, and the first pitch to him, swing and a miss. Waldron just allowed that home run to Bryce Harper. That's the first time that he's allowed a homer since May 11th. Doesn't give up too many of those. The next pitch is outside for a ball. I'm happy that Bryce did get his pitch. I know that he's been so aggressive swinging at the first pitch, but at least he got a hold of it, and he went the opposite way. The 1-1 to bohm. Upstairs. That was awesome. Patreon isn't merch. It's an extra place for us to donate to you. You can put that exclusive content there. That's what I do. All right. I can do that. But you can post your merch on there too, correct? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty, and the next pitch is low and away. Bohm got hit by a pitch his first time up. He's been so solid ever since the Baltimore series. Payoff pitch coming up. And there's a line drive into right center field for a hit. And now look, Bohm once again, all he knows how to do is just get on base. That's what you love to see. How about Bohm just sticking it towards the other way? I'd like to see how many hits he's had the opposite way. George! He's had a lot of those this season. He must, lead the league in opposite field base hits. It's awesome. Leads off over at first base. Up to bat is Castellanos. And the pitch to Casti. And then it's popped up, hit out over towards shallow right center field. On the run is Tatis over towards the alleyway, and he's there to squeeze the catch, and the inning is over. Harper ties it, though, on a solo home run out to left field. And we played 3 innings. Head to the 4th frame. Padres and Phillies locked up at 1 apiece. Good stuff. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Yes, he's a knuckleballer. Jason, bro, I have to laugh. I was tuning into Big Sills yesterday on Jacob Media. I saw you there, bro. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you on there. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate that, my guy. Really, really appreciate that. But yeah, I saw you on there. I saw you, bro. You had some cool comments. Yeah, if you want to make merch, that's an easy place for us to find it. Yeah. Eventually I want to do that. But, all right, I probably should make a Patreon account, too. I'll write that down. Patreon. 17 more subs. In order for us to get to 3,000, we need 17 more freaks to become Philadelphia sports freaks. Hit machine. What's going on? Let's keep scrolling down. Where's Larry? I don't know. He's not here right now. How many feet was Bryce Harper's homer? It wasn't too long. It was about, I want to say 375. It was 392. Okay. 392. You know what? I should ruin my credit score so he hits a missile. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, it's still morning here. Nice. What's up, Snow? How you doing, man? Drop that link down below. How about Flash Gordon throwing out the first pitch today? Do you remember Flash Gordon? That was his nickname, Tom Gordon. That was he was the first closer I ever saw play for the Phillies, and he's actually in the booth right now with Tom McCarthy and Ben Davis. Played with the Phillies from 06 to 08 and won a World Series in 2008. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch is inside and low for ball 2. Two-0 pitch, and that's taken just outside for ball 3. Flash is now 56 years old. Was a member of the Royals, the Red Sox, the Cubs, the Astros, the White Sox, the Yankees, the Phillies, and the Diamondbacks. That's like reading the Bible. Maybe not nearly like that, but it's a lot of words and a lot of teams. 3-0 pitch, ground ball, hit over to third base, gobbled up, and the throw over to first is in time for a 5-3 putout. Under 37 games, 42 saves, and a 4.19 ERA. Was also a 3-time All-Star and was the American League saves leader back in 1998. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. There's only one D, and that's ours, RG. Well, D. Strange Gordon is, I believe, his grandson. I'm pretty sure that that's his grandson. D. Strange Gordon. He still is technically in the league. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch is outside for a ball. We got a $5 donation by Jason Hess, baby. Thank you so much, Jason. 1-2 pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Jason, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Let's give Jason a round of applause. Thank you, man. Appreciate it very, very much. 2-2 on the way, and that's taken for ball 3. I always sign D. Strange Gordon on MLB The Show. He's a free agent every game. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And Solano is down on strikes. 3 strikeouts by Ranger. Danger. Just wanted to try out that call and see how that would work. I would have never done that on an actual TV cast. Yeah. I give Jason a turtle. Thank you, man. What's with it with your obsession with turtles? Tom Gordon, T. Gordon. So excuse me, Tom is his father. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said grandson. Tom is his father. Next pitch, and that's taken for a ball, so it's a 1-1 count to Ha-Seong Kim. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Bases are empty. Suarez gets set just shy of the letters. And the 1-1, high bouncer, hit over to shortstop, fielded on a bounce by Sosa. The throw over to first, got him! Bang, bang, play by Edmundo Sosa. And Ha-Seong Kim is out. Another 1-2-3 inning on the day for Ranger Suarez. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, all knotted up at 1 apiece. Another $5 donation by our boy RG Energy. Before I read his comment, let's make sure that we give this guy a round of applause. Thank you, man. Salute to you, my guy. Wish I could give more, but I got a date tonight. I appreciate that. Anything's a plus, bro. That's what I always say, man. And it means a lot. Thanks so much for the $5 donation. I like corn. I just like corn. That's great. Hunter's here. Oh, my gosh. You know, Hunter was one of our first supporters on here. Shout out to Hunter for being a lifelong supporter on here. I haven't seen Hunter a lot this season during baseball year, but he's been really, really loyal to our channel. Shout out to Hunter, bro. What's going on, man? RG gets a turtle. What else? Sip of water time. 16 more subs till we get to 3,000, man. That's awesome. Hardcore, I've been doing this for 22 years. No, I'm kidding. This is my 2nd season. I just wanted to add in the extra 2. I probably should have just said, nah, this is actually my 3rd year. And y'all would have still believed that, but, the 4th year. And y'all still would have believed that, but no. It is my 2nd season with the Phillies. Even though the Phillies didn't hire me, I did this myself. So Tom Gordon still is in the booth over on the NBC Sports side of things. And Brandon Marsh will lead off the bottom of the 4th. And he takes all the way for a strike. One pie, man pie, says, I'm too poor for cable. Thanks for being free. I love that. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch upstairs for a ball. JJ gets a turtle. I found you during the end of last year. Yep. That's right. Was it during the playoffs or no? 1-1 delivery. Another knuckleball taken outside for ball 2. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. Charlie Manuel is going to be live in studio on Thursday on PHLY Sports. That's according to John Foley. The next pitch taken all the way for strike 2. Matt Waldron with 59 pitches. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Phillies and Padres tied. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a foul ball towards the first base side. Waldron is 27 years old. His home road splits have been pretty interesting. Opponents are hitting .213 against him on the road and .254 at home. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside edge of the dish. And the second strikeout by Waldron. He struck out Castellanos to get the second out of the first inning. And Marsh goes down looking. You hired yourself. Nice. Hunter says, what's up, JJ? I hope all is well, man. I love seeing your family grow on here. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, man. Edmundo Sosa up to bat the pitch. Line drive into left center field for a base hit. It just got over the glove of Ha-Seong Kim. And Sosa able to get a one-out single. That's now the second single on the day for the Phillies. It's also their third hit as well. There you go. Their fourth hit, I should say. Because Stott doubled and Harper homered. Sosa 1 for 2. And Dahl, who walked in his first plate appearance, is coming up to bat. The pitch to Dahl. On the outside corner for strike 1. It was a knuckleball at 75. You've been seeing a lot of knuckleballs thrown by Waldron today. The ball's 1 strike to David Dahl. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the throw back to first to try to get Sosa. Couldn't tell what the call was. I don't think it was in time. It wasn't. Scott Berry was out of the picture, and it looks like the bench coach is going to go over to the phone, and the Padres won't review it. Waldron's ERA on the road is at a 3.12. And at home, it's at a 4.36 in 33 innings. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch, check swing, did he go? And the third base umpire says no. The 3.12 ERA is in 43 1/3. In day games, what's really interesting is that his ERA is at a 6.08. Even though he's only pitched in 3 day games so far. And in his 11 night games, his ERA is at a 3.14. 1-1 pitch. At the knees for a called strike 2. Dahl at the plate. Sosa at first. 5 on the pitch clock. Pitch number 66 by Waldron. And that's outside. David Dahl was up to bat for the Phillies. Batting on the left side was a member of the Rockies, the Rangers, and the Padres. Played with the Rockies from 2016 to 2020. 2-2 pitch on the way. High bouncer hit over towards the first base side. And arraez is just going to tag out Dahl as he meets him halfway between the plate and first base. They had no chance to get Sosa out over at second. Well, the Phillies, in case you didn't know, are going to be honoring Cole Hamels on Friday. And Cole pitched in 294 starts for Philadelphia, had 114 wins and 90 losses. His tenure was from 2006 to 2015. 3-time NL All-Star, had a no-hitter on July 25th of 2015, and that was against the Cubs. It was in his last game, too, if I'm not mistaken. 2 outs and a runner at second, and the pitch to Marchand is taken all the way for strike one. It was a sweeper at the knees. Thanks, Troy. Appreciate that, man. 0-1 pitch. And that's a knuckleball that's in the dirt for ball one. Pats is good. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sosa in scoring position. Waldron with pitch number 70 as he gets set just at the belt. The pitch. High again. How long did you do school for this? I went to school for 6 years. 6 years. Graduated in 2022. In the spring. I feel old. I do. All jokes aside. Gonna be 26 in August, man. It's wild. 2 balls, 1 strike. Waldron checks back over at second, but decides not to throw. A game of cat and mouse, and the throw over towards the plate is fouled away. Philly captain says John's roast pork is the best. Politico, what's going on, man? Yoel Andraka. Appreciate that, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. The pitch to Marchand. Ground ball hit over towards the right side, and it's going to be thrown over to first to get the final out of the inning. Good job by Wade to be shifted in between first and second. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 man left. And we played 4 innings. We head to the 5th frame at the bank, all knotted up at 1 apiece. John Torres, another $5 donation by my guy. Let's give John a round of applause, shall we? Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, John. Your channel is clutch and allows me to actually follow the season. Wish I would have found it sooner. Hey, man, you found it now. And not only did you find it, but you're a part of a freaking awesome community. You almost got me to curse. I never curse on here. Almost. You almost got me, John. Oh, man. But no, thank you so much, John. I appreciate that very, very much. Yep, I got to it. I've been catching up. Yep, I've been catching up. Nope, I didn't miss it. I'm scrolling down. Y'all are chatting so much. We got a chatty bunch today. JJ is a Gandalf age. Oh man, I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't get it. You can boo me all you want. So YouTube is now paying off for you a king 6-figure plus. I wouldn't say that. There's something in my eye. Sorry, my eye got itchy. What else do we got? It's like a broadcasting doctorate. Does JJ stand for just joking? How'd you know? Thanks, JJ. Sincerely appreciate that. JJ, I'll punish you. It hadn't been 5 minutes. It had to be 5 minutes, and I got to it. Did I miss anything? Cole Hamels was also part of a no-hitter with 3 pitchers also. Yes, that's true. Not like a concert where talking is too much is problematic. Too funny here tonight. Yes, sir. All right, we head to the top of the 5th inning. If you are new to the channel, become a part of Freak Nation today. First pitch by Ranger, downstairs and outside for ball 1. Tell your friends about this, man. It really is a lot of fun. Jackson Merrill up to bat, had a solo homer, his 8th of the season, earlier in the ball game. The next pitch is a 92-mile-per-hour heater taken on the outside edge of the dish. What's up, Chuck? What's going on, man? The 1-1 fouled away. Chuck says, I moved to Pittsburgh and haven't been able to listen to play-by-play since moving 5 years ago. Thanks for letting me listen again. And not only are you listening, Chuck, but you have a phenomenal fan base on here as well. Utilize that. Next pitch is taken for ball 2. JJ, you have to mix in a recap now and again for those people who join late. That's a very good critique. Very, very good critique. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, line drive, past the diving stop of Harper into right field for a base hit, and there's a leadoff single by Merrill. So in case you are just tuning in, the Phillies allowed a solo homer to Jackson Merrill, who just got on with a single. The homer was back in the second. Ranger was on the mound, still is. And then the Phillies tied it in the bottom of the third on a solo homer by Bryce Harper. Matt Waldron pitching for the Padres. Both him and Ranger going toe-to-toe against each other. 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. The pitch. A cutter at 84 miles per hour. Phillies have won all 5 of their games that they've played against the Padres this season. And they're looking to sweep the Padres the second time this year. The 1-0. Ground ball. Sliding stop by Sosa. Gets back on his feet. The throw over to first. Got him! It was actually a line drive. And Merrill had to retreat back over to first base. The throw was wide over towards the right side. But regardless, Harper got to the bag. Not an easy play by Sosa. If that got by him, that would have been a base hit. But he made a sliding catch. And what a play. He threw it from his knees over to first base. And Harper did a good job at realizing where the ball was going to land. Actually, Sosa was able to spin, get up on his feet. And he had to make a very quick thought back over to first base. And that was a nice heads-up play by Sosa. A 6-3 double play. The pitch. And there's a pop-up hit over towards Bryce Harper, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Sosa's defense comes up clutch once again. And what we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-1 out at the bank. I said no. No. You said they didn't sweep the Padres since 2005. I said that they haven't swept the Padres. They haven't provided a full series sweep against the Padres since 2005. So this is really the second sweep of the season, but a regular season sweep because they played their first 3 games against the Padres over at Petco Park. And now they're back home for 3 games. So this is the first regular season sweep that they've had since 2005, which is really cool. I was thinking, when was the last time that they actually swept the Padres during the regular season? And I looked it up, and I got my answer. Took a little bit of time, but I got it. But yeah, JJ stands for Jungle Juice. I always used to joke about that with my fraternity that I was in. Finding JJ's half the battle. You're funny. Y'all are funny. There was some, I wanted to thank who was it? Oh my gosh, was it Denbrew? We talked too much. Sorry. No, it's not you guys. What was it? There was one other thing. Funny. I think it was Denbrew that was like, yo, you should do recaps. That was a really good critique because I got it, Very, very fair criticism. If you guys have any feedback, I always welcome feedback on here. I'm not like some of these other content creators that's just like, oh, don't critique me or give me any sort of constructive criticism. I'm always looking for it. And if you don't feel comfortable saying it on here, you're more than welcome to email me. It's at jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. The link is in the description. And you're more than welcome to reach out to me that way, too. Or even if you want to just say hi. Or just have any sort of business inquiries or anything like that. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball to Kyle Schwarber. The 1-0, and that's grounded foul. My 4-year-old grandson knows Gandalf. Got him last time he went to Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear's still around. How about that? 1 ball, 1 strike. Schwarber rocking the sunglasses. Stands up at the plate. The pitch to Kyle. Upstairs and outside for ball 2. Smash that thumbs up button. And PAS, drop your link down below, man, please. I'm begging you. I want other people to go check out your content. You do an awesome job with the Mets. I mean it. 2-1 pitch. Way outside for ball 3. The Padres, they're 37-40. And they're 10 games behind the Dodgers, which is 4th best in the NL West. Waldron kicks, fires, and it's on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. That was a picture-perfect pitch, a knuckleball that just got in there. It was a rainbow type of an arc. That's awesome. The count is full. Waldron with another payoff pitch. This, I believe, is his 4th 3-2 count today. Here it comes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Schwarber got a fastball at 91 on the outside corner. And Waldron won the battle. And Schwarber goes back to the dugout. He's a 0 for 2 today. Critique only helps play-by-play with JJ grow as a channel, for sure. As a creator/artist myself, criticism is key. Absolutely. You don't improve if you don't hear what people are going to say. Well, there's a difference between hearing and listening, RG. Hearing is when things are going in and out of both ears, and listening is actually paying attention to what people are saying. I learned that when I was in elementary school. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 is a cutter that's way up high for a ball. Stott is 1 for 2. He doubled in the first. His average at 241 with 5 homers and 35 RBI. The 1-1 chopped foul. And criticism, as people have told me, is a privilege, especially in this business. If people are critiquing your work, that means that you're doing something right. It's great. I like it. 1-2 pitch, and that is fouled off. Let's get some runs. I was doing play-by-play yesterday, says Rome, for my dad when he was on the phone last night. He said, "You sound like that JJ guy." Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 1-2 pitch. And that's in there for a called third strike. It was a knuckleball on the top tier of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts by Waldron. And Harper's up to bat. That's so cool, man. That's great. Let's go. I think that's awesome. You should start your own channel, man. If you want to do it, you should. It's fun. The pitch to Bryce. Chopper hit over towards the first base side, and the underhanded toss by Waldron is in plenty of time. So Harper has swung at the first pitch all 3 times today, and he's 1 for 3. So another 1-2-3 inning. This time it's by Waldron, and we head to the 6th frame out at the bank. Please keep it clean. I meant listen. No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. My dad thinks you're as good as Callis. Look, I appreciate the compliment. but nobody can replace Harry. You know, nobody can be Vince Scully. Nobody can be Joe Davis. We're different, you know. But I do appreciate that as a compliment. I try so hard not to swear. Serena, you do a great job. You really do. I'm so proud of you, really, for being so honest, being so straightforward about everything. English is not your first language, and on here we try to really be very accepting of everybody from all different backgrounds, no matter what your disability or what complications you guys have. I'm open about this, but I have a metabolic disorder, and it took me 8 years to learn how to ride a bike. I needed PT, I needed speech therapy, I needed occupational therapy. I was in resource classes for 8 years. And I pushed through it, man. I'm not like trying to toot my own horn, but I understand, And it's really important to have patience. So I respect you. That's all I'm trying to say. And I appreciate you so much for being on here and for all the courage you have. JJ, Chris Wheeler tried to replace Harry in 2004. I was listening to an old broadcast with Chris Wheeler. It was actually Harry Callis. It was Harry and what's his name? I wasn't around to listen to the both of them. It was this guy on the radio, his color commentator. It's gonna come to me. The pitch, and that's taken on the outside corner as we head to the top of the 6th inning. So we're all knotted up at 1 apiece. We're in the top of the 6th. Padres up to bat. And the pitch. There's a ground ball pulled over towards the first base side. Harper fields it on a hop. Suarez goes over to the bag, and the throw is in plenty of time from Harper to Suarez. A 3-1 put out by Bryce. And Tyler Wade is retired. Or Arraez, I should say, is retired. Lost track. Wade got the last out in the 5th inning. And now it's Tatis who's up to bat. 29.90. We need 10 more subs, man. Yeah, I mean it, Serena. I do. The pitch, and that's taken all the way for strike 1. It looked a little bit low. You need a sidekick. Your own Ala Watanabe. Utah Watanabe. Basketball player. The 0-1, and that's taken for strike 2. Ranger Suarez, 79 pitches. It's 1-1. We're in the top of the 6th. He's gone 5 1/3. Has done a very good job against the Padres, not just this season, but throughout his whole entire career, too. The 0-2 on the way. Line drive. Hit over towards the mound. Passed and goes over towards the back of the infield. Stott plays it, throws over to first, and it's not in time. Tatis beat it out. It hit the top of the hill. I don't know why I stumbled a little bit there. It hit the top of the mound and bounced so quickly that it went towards the back of the infield. Stott was there to backhand it and tried to make a Chase Utley play by throwing it on the run over to first base. And it was a good effort. It was not his fault. Tatis, though, is just faster than the speed of light. It's pretty quick. It's Jurickson Profar's turn to come on up to bat, so the go-ahead runs over at first, and pitch number 1 is taken for strike 1. Profar batting on the right side. One of the top 10 leaders in RBI. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Pitch, and that's taken for strike 1. So it's a 1-1 count. I'm proud of you too, RG, man. 1-1 pitch. Line drive foul towards the left field corner, and what a catch by that fan. He gets high fives from everybody that's around him. There's a lot of seats open over there, but to the 3 people over towards his right side, they all high-fived him, and he got some hugs too. 1-2 pitch. Chopper hit over to third, but it is foul. This is the future of watching sports. Eventually, all sports events will be on here because of rising contracts the players make. Yep, for sure. Thanks, D. I do apologize, guys, if I don't get to all your comments. One-two pitch. Fouled off. When you accept your own willpower, no one can hold you back or tell you no, says Rome. And he's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, another foul ball. As a kid, I didn't like Chris Wheeler. Sarge and T-Mac were always my favorite broadcasters. I liked Chris Wheeler. Chris was actually the only guy in sports, in all the 4 professional sports, that wasn't actually a former player to be a color commentator. Think about that as a feat. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Marsh comes jogging in and I'll make the catch. You know, you think about all the great color commentators, not even just in baseball, but right? Like you got PK Subban, who I think is eventually going to become one, like in the NHL world. You got Ryan Hollins. You get Kurt. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his last name. Chris Collinsworth. Like, all these people, former players. Chris Wheeler never played the game. But yet Harry thought that he would be a really good color commentator. And he was the only one in the big 4 professional sports in America to do that. No balls, 1 strike to Manny Machado, and the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. That's exactly right, Serena. 0-2 pitch. Line drive. Hit out over to right field for a base hit. Castellanos plays it on 2 bounces. The throw back over to second, not in time. And Tatis stops in scoring position, so Machado gets on with a base hit. Every other color guy was a former player. Almost everyone. Caleb Cotham's going to go on out there to talk things over with his pitcher. Growing up, I thought Wheels' family owned Prism. You did? You thought that? That's funny. Yeah, Wheels is just a fan, right? Like, he went to school, but he's just a diehard fan. He used to be in charge of the scoreboard for Philadelphia. And Whitey, that's who it was. Whitey came back to me. Whitey was the color commentator with Harry Callis before Chris Wheeler. That was on the TV side, but Harry was on the radio before that. But long story short, I was listening to a game on Classic Baseball on the radio the other day. Harry was calling it, and he actually called out Chris Wheeler and was like, "Is Chris Wheeler working the scoreboard?" And I guess because it was a little bit of a delay, you know. It was like supposed to be 2-0 at the time of the game he was doing, and it was still 1-0. Here we go. Donovan Solano up to bat. 2 runners on, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Suarez still on the bump. Tatis at second, and the pitch. That's on the inside corner for strike 1. Profar's over at first. Sorry, Machado's over at first. The next pitch, swing and a miss. They tried to check his swing to see if he went, and he did. He most certainly did. Profar flied out to center. Machado single to right. Tatis is over at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Big strikeout there. And Ranger gets out of the jam. It got a little bit hectic and worrisome there, but the Inning is over, and Ranger gets out of the inning unscathed as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied 1-1. All right, time for a sip of water. Only 112 likes. Let's get to 200, people. Let's get to 200, man. Shout out to Rome. Prism, that takes me back. That was before my time, too. For sure. 9 weeks since full knee replacement, says Elder. You couldn't heal properly without rehab. Walking 2 miles a day and riding 8 miles on a week on bicycle. Couldn't do it without you, JJ. Your commentary keeps me sane. Thank you. We all love you, man. This is powerful stuff, bro. It really is. It's so cool. Wow. My gosh, man. I'm sorry. Nine weeks. I'm so happy that... I'm just happy that you're on here, bro. Means a lot to me. Salute to you, bro. Hope Larry Anderson doesn't retire soon. What's up, Abolish the ATF? Thanks so much for coming on here, man. Elder, we all love you, man. Ranger gets out of danger. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Alec Bohm up to bat, and he takes the first pitch low for a ball. It's great. It's cool. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Bohm. Line drive caught over at shortstop by Ha-Seong Kim. And there's 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Castellanos will step into the box. He's hitless in 2 at-bats. He has struck out and flied out as well. The pitch to Castellanos. Swing and a miss. It was a knuckleball at 72 miles per hour. Braves now lead at 7-0. The pitch to Castellanos, and there's a blooper hit out to center field. It'll drop in there for a single. And Castellanos again with another base hit. That was nice. The pitch was inside, and Castellanos had a little how do you do out to center and got on with a single there. Yeah, I can't do anything about it, Adam. It's sometimes is ahead, sometimes it's behind. Marsh up to bat. He's hitless in 2 at-bats today. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Castellanos is over at first base. That's his first single today. He's had 3 doubles. He had the walk-off hit in last night's game for the Phillies. The next pitch, swing and a miss. Phillies are looking for their 50th win of the season. And their 30th win at home. No balls, 2 strikes. Waldron with pitch number 91 coming on up. Here it is, the stretch and the pitch upstairs. Bryce Harper hit a solo homer for the Phillies in the bottom of the third. And Jackson Merrill had a solo homer off of Ranger Suarez in the top of the second. That's all the scoring she wrote so far. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Marsh strikes out, chasing a fastball just outside. And there's 2 away. And it's Edmundo Sosa's turn to bat for Philadelphia. How about the defense that he's been able to provide over at the shortstop position? Trey has the day off. Go ahead, run at first. The pitch to Sosa, high and inside. For ball 1. Sosa's average at 278. He has 5 homers and 19 RBI as well. He needs 3 more RBI to get his 100th career run batted in. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive, hit to left field. Caught, though, by Profar. Hit sharply on the nose. And that's that. No runs. 1 hit. 1 man left. And we head to the 7th inning. Still tied 1-1 at Citizens Bank Park. It did. It really did look great off the at bat or off the bat. All right, water time. Jason, did you give another $5 donation that I missed? Don't tell me I missed it. John. Oh, I said John's super chat. Let me make sure I like that one. RG. Yep. Okay, I got all 3. Good. Good stuff. I thought I missed another one. But then the chat would have been going off, so that's good. That's the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th is when we do trivia. $248. Did I do? Okay, so let's look at this poll, man. We got 140 votes from all the 230 people tuning in. 30% of you have said that you just tune in. 48% of you say that you tune in and you watch. And 22% of you have said that you just watched. Okay. That's interesting. I should probably screenshot that. When you get to 2,300, I got you. Man, Jason, dude, I love you, man. I appreciate all the donations, but you know, you don't have to you don't have to do that, man. I do appreciate it, though. But, you know, I don't want you to feel like that you have to do it. You know? It will be a 750 if we get to the home win. All right, no balls, 1 strike. As the first pitch is in there for strike 1. He has to do us this shivvy. Next pitch is taken in the dirt for a ball. So, by the way, Ranger Suarez, his day is done. He will not be in line to get the win. Orion Kirkering is pitching. I'm surprised because he pitched, I believe, in last night's game, the 1-1 pitch, and that's taken all the way for strike 2. He did pitch in last night's game, didn't he? He did. Yeah, he pitched the 7th inning. 1-2 pitch. High bouncer hit over to third base. Played on the bounce by Bohm. The throw across the diamond. In time to get Kim out. Phillies defense steps up once again. And that's the second at-bat in the row that Kim is grounded out to third. We have some NBA news. It's not really NBA news, but So the Miami Pro League, that's where NBA players, overseas players, and street ball players come out to Miami like every summer to put on a little show. Well, the new commissioner was just announced. It's Udonis Haslem. The pitch, and that's taken on the outside corner for strike one. The ball is one strike. The pitch by Kerkering. Swing and a miss. It's a 0-2 count. Hmm. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch is up high for a ball. Brian Reynolds just did a go-ahead home run for the Pirates in the 8th inning. The 1-2 pitch just misses for ball two. Real ones know Udonis hooped back in the day. He did. He did. 2-2 pitch, and that is chopped foul. Cardinals and Marlins are tied 3-3. That's been a heck of a series. The Cardinals won 7-6 in the first game. That game ended in the 12th. Then the second game, they lost 9-8 in the 10th. Marlins were able to walk it off. And it's 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Miami up to bat. Next pitch, the 2-2. And that's going to hit Merrill on the foot. And Kerkering, I believe that's the first batter that he has hit in his career. It's wild. It has to be. Regardless, it's a hit by pitch. But he does not hit a lot of batters. Matt Gelb just tweeted out, the guy that has been a beat writer for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez, his wife, and his two kids, quote, "We're here to see him pitch in person for the first time ever." How about that? The pitch to Higashioka is taken all the way for a ball. We got a runner over at first. There's one out in the top of the 7th inning. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0 delivery taken all the way for strike one. And Matt added, he's been thinking about this day for a long time. That's cool. We should go read the article in the New York Times. The 1-1 inside for ball two. A voice check. It's good now. Yeah. 44,445. I appreciate you asking, man. 2-1 pitch, and that is fouled off. 44,445 Philly freaks are at the ballpark. That's impressive. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Higashioka goes down on strikes. He went fishing and played the wrong sport, and he has to go back to the dugout. Wow. So Ranger Suarez today, there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. He's not pitching right now. He's in the dugout, but his line, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed. And his ERA is down to 1.75, which is phenomenal. Throw back the first, nod in time. Two outs. A runner on. Over at first base. And the next one is slapped foul. Wade is up to bat. Is fishing a sport? I'm fine with it. More of a thing you relax with. Fishing is a sport, yes. Denbrew likes that fishing line. Thanks. The 0-1 pitch. That's a fastball wide for ball one. Two outs. Top of the seventh inning. Go ahead run at first. The 1-1 delivery, and that's blooped out to center field for a hit, rounding second, and heading on over to third with a single there is Merrill. And the single is going to put runners at the corners. So Wade gets on with a single. Let's recap that. He blooped it out to center field. And Merrill, who got hit by a pitch, is the one that goes over to third base. So sort of deja vu from the last inning. This time, though, Orion Kerkering is on the mound. And Arraez up to bat as we flip the lineup card. Pitch number 1, ball 1. Arraez hitting .315 in the 7th inning or later with a pair of doubles, a dozen runs scored as well. The pitch, taken all the way for strike 1. That is incredible. On ball 1 strike, the pitch, fouled away. That fan just make another catch? I think that's the second foul ball that he's caught today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Line drive hit to right field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. And 1 run's going to come on in to score, and the Padres lead it 2-1. Runners at the corners once again as Luis Arraez comes through and continues to do some damage against the Fightins. Padres are out in front, and Arraez took advantage of a hanging breaking ball, and he just put it in play out in right field and put it in a good spot. That's going to put Wade over at third. Merrill scored. And it's 2-1 San Diego. The pitch to Fernando Tatis Jr., and that's fouled back towards the screen. That's just his second earned run allowed since May 18th, according to Luke Arcani. Orion Kerkering. The pitch. And it's a 1-1 count now. Two to 1 San Diego in the top of the 7th, and the 1-1 fouled off. That was just Arraez's fourth RBI against the Phillies. The 1-2 upstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes. 26 total pitches by Kerkering, and he's looking to get out of the inning. The next one, low and away for ball 3. Profar is up next. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 2-1 Padres. And the payoff, another foul ball, and Tatis stays alive. Padres scored a solo homer in the top of the 2nd by Jackson Merrill. Phillies tied it back on a solo homer by Harper in the bottom of the 3rd. And the Padres would retake the lead on an RBI single here in the top of the 7th. The next pitch, ground ball hit over towards second base. And Tatis gets thrown out over at first. And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Padres do go out in front thanks to an RBI single by Luis Arraez. And it is stretch time at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies down 2-1. All right. Time for your trivia question of the day, baby. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We need 7 more subs to get to 3,000, man. Let's do it. So I'm going to ask you a trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. All right. Good. Here's a question that I would like to know. Who was... I'm sorry, we won't do that one. What was the final score of Game 5 of the 2008 World Series between the Phillies and the Rays? What was the final score of Game 5? Anybody know? Cue the Jeopardy music. There was a guy that played for the Blue Rocks. His name was Cole Daly. And I would actually say some of the times it's the daily double when he would actually double. 4-3. That is correct. Phillies won Game 5 by a final score of 4-3 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Who made the last out is my other question. Great job by RG Energy and Shibby. Shout out to you guys. And Denbrew. Nice. Not who recorded the out for the Phillies. Who was the last batter up for the Rays? Who was the last batter? Got to choose one. Got to choose one of those guys. It was Hinsky. That is correct. Good job. Wrong button. It was Eric Hinsky. Nice. Good stuff, guys. We're getting good at this. Rome, you got it correct. Dahl, Marchand, and Schwarber up to bat. Phillies looking to get some redemption. It was 1-1 heading into the 7th. And then in the top of the 7th, Luis Arraez was able to get the Padres out in front. Oops, I wasn't live. I was behind. You're good, man. Dahl up to bat. And the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's going to stay in the yard, though, and Tatis doesn't even have to flinch, and he grabs it for the first out. Fans started to stand up, too. That would have been really, really cool. I think I got to start putting the light on. Should I put the light on? I'll put the big light on at least. Okay. Ooh, it's a different scene. Hi! It's pretty bright. The pitch. And that's low and inside. Jeff Hoffman and Sir Anthony Dominguez warming up in the Fightins bullpen. The pitch to Marchand, and he fouls that one away. Oh, Eric, I was going to save that for tomorrow. I was going to save that for tomorrow. But you can answer it now. Who was it? 1-1 pitch. That's fouled away. I actually don't know. I don't know who the first batter was, but I'm sure Eric does now. Turned on the heat lamp. No, I actually turned on the ceiling fan. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Played on the bounce by Ha-Seong Kim. Spins, turns, fires a strike over to first. And Marchand is out. He's just such an incredible athletic defensive player. He was shifted up towards the middle. Marchand hit it so sharply that it caught Ha-Seong Kim by surprise. It was played on a bounce. It just went into his glove. and without hesitation, able to make a nice full 360 spin and fire a pitch over to first base. The pitch to Kyle Schwarber, strike one. Waldron with 100 pitches. He's still pitching, by the way. Told you that he's been a pretty good pitcher. The 0-1 to Kyle. High and wide. This will definitely be his last inning. 1-1 pitch to Schwarber. High again. Waldron, 46% of his pitches have been a knuckleball. He's just utilized the four-seamer 20% of the time. Sort of old school. It's almost a lost art. Next pitch, a sweeper that just catches the edge of the plate at the knees. This is the most amount of pitches that Waldron has thrown all season. He had never hit 100 this year. Now he's at 103. 2-2 to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. And the strikeout ends the inning. We head to the top of the eighth. 2-1. Padres lead it. And they come back up to bat. That was it, man. Good stuff. Yeah, he is a nasty knuckleball. He's been their best pitcher. It's safe to say he's been their best pitcher. He's old school. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Tim Wakefield. Possibly because of the knuckleball, but also gets guys to make contact with the baseball, but it's not good contact, We have I think that it's funny because now that I really think about it, the game today, even compared to what it was 12 years ago, you have a lot more strikeout dominant pitchers. Because you have these guys that are throwing 101, 102 miles per hour. The Mason Millers of the world. The Aroldis Chapmans of the world. And while strikeouts are great, there is an art to pitchers like Derek Lowe. Or pitchers like Tim Wakefield. Or maybe even Mike Pelfrey. I'm thinking of the pitchers that were around maybe 12 years ago or so. The guys that weren't just really good at striking out batters. The Jamie Moyers, that's a perfect one right there. There's not a lot of those anymore. It's weird. Maybe Ranger Suarez is sort of like the new person of that, But, yeah, Jamie Moyer's a great one. It's just interesting because the game has evolved, and that's one of the ways that the game has sort of shifted to. It's more so about the strikeouts that are sexy. It's not as much about the ground balls, but however you get a guy out is how you get a guy out, and I like that. The pitch, line drive foul towards the first base side. But do you agree with that statement is my question. Do you think that there's a lost art to ground ball outs and fly outs compared to what it was 12 years ago? The pitch, and that's taken, it's a 1-1 count now. The pitch, swing and a miss. It was a check swing. On the mound is Sir Anthony Dominguez. The pitch was just up high, but Profar went around. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, and that is torched out towards right field for a base hit. And Castellanos gets over to it. Profar almost took a wide turn, and the throw was made over to second base. And Dominguez allows a leadoff single to Jurickson Profar over on the left side of the plate to get the first runner aboard. And it looks like Azekar is going to come on in to pinch run for Profar. Interesting. I can understand why, because they want to utilize speed here. So Mike Shildt is going to play chess. No contact means no chance for mistakes, I guess. Yeah, but also, like, you're getting the out yourself, right? With the strikeout. Pitch to Machado. Slow roller. Hit over to third. Bohm throws on the run. Over to first. He got him! Scott Barry was going to rule him safe, and literally as soon as his hand was out, he ruled him out by maybe less than a quarter of a step. Nonetheless, what a play by Alec Bohm. It was a slow roller. Let's see again. Oh, he just beat it. Barely beat it. Mike Shildt's going to challenge it. Machado just got in there. Yep, he's safe. That's still just a really great effort by Bohm. He's safe. So it should just be a quick review. That's going to be back-to-back singles. Azekar does go over to second base. And Donovan Solano is going to be up to bat. So the call is overturned. Padres challenged it. And Machado is safe over at first base. Padres win their challenge. And there's 2 runners on with nobody out. He was just barely safe. Just an incredible effort, though, by Alec Bohm. He's done such a great job. Here's Donovan Solano playing over at third today. The pitch, swing and a miss. Donovan batting .278. 3 long balls, 11 runs knocked in as well. The pitch, swing and a foul ball. Just behind the plate. Got a little piece of it. Not by much. No balls, 2 strikes. Dominguez gets set just above the letters and delivers from the stretch. And it's in the dirt. Good block by Marchand. Sir Anthony's ERA is at a 4.38. 25 total strikeouts. 20 hits allowed in 24 innings of work. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. First out is recorded. That's a pretty big out as Solano strikes out and Ha-Seong Kim is up to bat with 1 away. Gregory Soto warming up in the Phillies bullpen, the left-handed pitcher. I think he's probably going to face Merrill. Ha-Seong Kim up to bat. The pitch, a 99-mile-per-hour fastball taken for strike 1. Make that one more strikeout. Yeah, Solano has a hat trick of strikeouts today, too. Good job, Denbrew. Good eye. 0-1 pitch. There's a roller hit over to third base. It's bobbled by Bowman. It gets by Sosa. And just staying put over at third base is going to be Azekar. Everybody's going to be safe, and that's a mistake. And I don't know. I thought maybe Azekar had a chance of going home. I don't know. This is where it would be interesting to see if what a color commentator would say about this. But Bohm just not able to make the play. It was a bouncer. Bohm had to go for it. It got underneath his glove. And he put it in an open stance and actually hit his knee on the little bounce. And then Sosa tried to back him up, and it took a little bit of a weird bounce because it bounced off of his knee. So Sosa didn't play that correctly. And he tried to sort of kick it with his cleat. just to keep it out in front of him. So bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 8th. They're going to score that as an E5, and Gregory Soto's going to come on in to face Merrill the lefty. That's another thing, too, that I think is sort of a lost art now, is because the game is being run by analytics, you understand that a lefty's going to come on in to probably face another lefty. I can't understand why. Just because somebody can see the types of pitches that you're about to throw, you know, and you have that little advantage because they're sort of showing their cards. You know, like a righty batter is able to see maybe how the pitcher is holding the baseball behind his back and how many fingers he has. But I just think that it's a little bit overrated. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to get Soto work. Can't always throw Strom. I agree. I agree with you. I would have put in Alvarado in this situation, though, because it is bases loaded. But I'm thinking that Alvarado is going to be used for the 9th, and I think that this should be the 9th for him. I do. Jiva Newts is here. What's going on, man? Drop your link down below, bro. Thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. We need 8 more subs to get to 3,000, baby. We've been grinding on here so hard. It's tougher when breaking pitches break away from you a la lefty on lefty. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of, like, why analytics are going this route, like, just from an eyeball test. You know, if the analytics are saying one thing, there has to be something related to the eye test that would be relevant to that outcome. Soto is up the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. Sosa backs up. He'll make the catch. The throw is drawn, and everybody stays. That out is huge by Gregory Soto. So there's 1 out, or sorry, 2 outs now, but the bases still loaded. Kim got on with an E5. Merrill just popped out to shallow left field, and Sosa caught it. And Kyle Higashioka is coming on up. He's batting .304 career-wise with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 2 this season. The pitch on the outside edge of the plate for strike 1. The ball's 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to center field on the run. There's Marsh. He can't make the catch. It gets on by him. That's going to clear the bases. Heading over there is Nick Castellanos. And all of a sudden the gates have opened. It's a 3-run triple to make it 5-1 San Diego in the top of the 8th inning. Marsh gave it everything that he had. He put all the chips in his bag. And it's 5-1 San Diego on the 3-run triple by Higashioka. I'm surprised that they weren't playing him more in the outfield. They were playing him pretty deep. That's a 3-run triple by Higashioka. And Wade's up to bat, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. And that's in there for strike 1 at 99 miles per hour. To Tyler Wade. A bases-clearing triple for Higashioka. 1-1 pitch taken for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. The next pitch inside and high for ball 3. the last time that Higashioka actually did have a triple, sorry, that's the first triple of his career. How about that? It took him 933 at-bats for that to happen. What do you mean fix my graphic? It's already fixed. The pitch, and that's taken for ball 4. Arraez up to bat. He's 2 for 4 today. The pitch, and that's taken for strike 1. What's frozen? What's frozen? Everything looks good, September. Thanks, man. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over to second base. Stott has it, throws over to first, and the inning is over. Was it frozen for a second? I apologize about that. But the damage is done. A bases clearing triple by Higashioka. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, I can't fix it. It automatically updates itself, my guy. I'm just telling you. The first triple of his career, and it's a bases clearing triple. Imagine that, 932 at-bats. You've never had a triple. And that's how it happens. It's funny. That is funny. All right, 6 more subs so we get to 3,000, man. Tell your friends, tell your family members about this channel, man. We need 6 more subs. A spade's a spade, my guy. A spade is a spade. That wasn't really an error on Brandon Marsh either. Honestly, to be honest with you, there's Mr. Negadolfian. There he is. Where were you yesterday when Castellanos walked it off, my guy? I didn't see you in the chat. I didn't see you in the chat, my guy. It's always when the Phillies are losing or when something bad happens that you show up. I still like you, but I'm just saying, man. Soto, and for my next trick, watch this game disappear. Look out, Jackie Moon is in the house. Oh, man. Soto does suck. Soto sucks as Adam. I didn't say that Soto sucks. Soto's had a poor season. I'll say that. And if Soto gets out of the inning, we're not hearing from Jackie. That's right. It's exactly right. Oh, man. Bryson Stott's up to bat. 11 hits for the Padres. Only 5 for the Phillies. First pitch is in there for strike 1. So Azakar is going to be out there for Jurickson Profar. The 0-1 pitch way outside for ball 1. Jeremiah Estrada's pitching on the bump for the Padres. In 21 outings, he's gone 23 1/3. 2 homers allowed, 41 strikeouts. The pitch, swing and a miss. And if this was a playoff game, you wouldn't play Soto there. That's right. I also think if it was a playoff game, Marsh doesn't slide. Like, you got to put in like I was fine with him putting in all the chips. You know what I mean? 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. I wish that he was played a little bit more in. And there's out number 1 on the strikeout. Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Harper did homer out to left field. He has swung at the first pitch in each of his 3 at-bats. And he discontinues that streak as it's up high and away for a ball. It's 1 for 3 today. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Harper. Swung on, blasted out to right field. A multi-homer game for Harper. And that's going to cut the deficit to 3. Harper able to drill it out to right field and launch a bomb to make it 5-2. There you go. First homer was out to left, and this time it goes into the night. And right. There you go. Hey, Stott had a big at-bat, though, in last night's game, so you got to give him that, too. There's Bohm up to bat, and he stares at a pitch upstairs. Bryce Harper able to get his second solo jack today. That spinned the whole entire offense for Philadelphia. That was his 17th homer of the season, and the pitch, and that swung on and missed. That also ties Kyle Schwarber. Jason, thanks so much for the $5 donation, baby. Appreciate it very, very much. The 1-1 to Bohm, and he slices that one foul. Let's go. Thank you, man. So Schwarber and Harper are tied for 4th in the National League with home runs, with the most homers. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Bohm strikes out, and there's 2 away. Where was Jackie after that solo home run? This is Bryce Harper's 27th career multi-homer game. Now is 10 as a Philly. The pitch, and that's swung on and missed for strike 1 to Nick Castellanos. Let's get to 200 likes, baby. 0-1 is the count. The pitch downstairs. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell icon, and that way you'll know when we go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, and an Eagles game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Castellanos. Estrada's still on the bump, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. And that fastball's been coming in at 97 to 99 this afternoon. There's another Phillies hater. What's up, Shay? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 to Castellanos. High again for ball 2. Two out, space is empty, bottom of the 8th. The 2-2 to Castellanos, swing and a miss. He strikes out. And we head to the top of the 9th inning. Phillies get a run back, though, on a solo homer by Bryce Harper. The side is retired. And we head to the top of the 9th. Why have 1 Bryce Harper homer when you can have 2? I love it. It's great. Oh, that was exciting. It was. It was, man. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up button. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna put the camera on me for a second. Hi everybody. I hope you're all doing well. and I hope you're all having yourselves a very fantastic day. All right, so I want to let you guys know what's coming on this channel, because not only do we do play-by-plays, okay, I need you to keep the notification bell icons turned on, because we're trying to produce more content, and I want us to continue to push that algorithm, man. So make sure that you have your notification bell icons turned on, because we are going to be doing a Phillies postgame show later, okay? And we also have some cool things coming up tomorrow, I promise. We have an Eagles podcast that we're doing tomorrow, giving our predictions on the season. And we're also going to be doing a Sixers pod as well, talking about Joel Embiid and Paul George and that whole thing that happened on TV. I have a lot that I want to say about the Eagles, and we're just going to do it tomorrow, man. So, all right, keep those bell icons turned on. I'm telling you. That would mean so much to me. All right? That's all I wanted to say. Thank you all so much for being here and for being so loyal to the channel. It means the world to me. And let's get back to the program. Back in action as we go to the top of the ninth. Sip of water first. Jose Ruiz will be pitching in the top of the ninth for the Philadelphia Phillies. And the pitch to Tatis, and that's a line drive caught over at second by Bryson Stott. And there's one away. So Tatis lines out. And Azakar is going to come on up to bat. Profar singled to start off the 8th inning, and then Azakar came in the pinch run for him. The pitch taken all the way for strike one. Curious to see if they're going to use Suarez in the bottom of the 9th. No balls, one strike. The next pitch, bouncing ball, hit over to first base, fielded by Harper, and the throw over to first. And that is going to get him out. Ruiz, I think, did touch the bag. Bench coach, I don't think that they're going to review this, are they? They are. They're going to challenge it. Harper tried to flip it back over towards Ruiz. And Ruiz, he didn't get his foot on the bag in time. He did not. Sort of slowed up a little bit because he thought, I think, that the ball was going to get behind him as soon as the toss was made. But even so, like, wasn't watching where his footing was. Padres are going to challenge it. He's safe. Watching that replay again, he's safe. Just got in there. Left cleat just got in there. That's not good footwork. Those are the types of things that you got to work on, though. So the call is overturned, and he's safe. I would love that, but the problem is that we don't have the meat of the order coming up. So one out, and a runner over at first base. Machado is up to bat. And the pitch is just inside for a ball. See how they roll it. I'm curious. So it's rolled as an infield single. One ball, no strikes. Machado in the box. Phillies could have gotten Manny Machado instead of Bryce Harper when they were both free agents. And Machado decided to go on over towards the Padres. Next pitch, and that's taken for ball two. Me angry. I got you. I understand. I'm not really angry. They've won the series. That was the job. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It still would be nice to get a regular season series sweep. That would still be cool. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch And it's a bouncer. That's foul towards the left side. Cubs lead at 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth against the Giants. Braves did shut out the Tigers today 7-0, and the Pirates, they won 1-0. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball. Hit out over towards right field off the end of the bat. Castellanos just walks on over towards his left side. And the catch is made for out number 2. Donovan Solano, who has struck out in each of his last 3 at-bats, is 0 for 4 today. There's a toss back to first, and no tag is applied. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, everybody. We need 4 more subs to get to 3,000. Let's do it. The pitch, and that's taken for strike 1. Marlins also beat the Cardinals today by a score of 4-3 and won their series against St. Louis. Next pitch, just inside for a ball. One ball, one strike. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. And the pitch, and it's outside, and the throw over the second base, and that's going to get away from the second baseman. Stada goes out in the center field, and jogging on over to third is Azakar. So Rafael Marchand, not a good throw. It was high and not even close to Stott. And that's how we have a runner over at third base. This was way up high. Stott had to leap up, and he couldn't even make the catch that way. The 2-1 offering. Fouled off once again. That should be ruled as an E2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A runner at third now. And the next pitch. Line drive. Diving catch by Bryson Stott. That was pretty big. And we head to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies down to their last 3 outs. That was a nice play by Stott. If the Phillies wanted to get within striking distance, obviously that was a big key play. You're down to your final 3 outs, and 1 run could mean 10 runs. All right. Let's take a sip of water. Time to this game start. It started at 1:05. It's been a pretty fast game. All right, bottom of the 9th, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you just subscribe to my channel, comment who you are down below. 3 more subs till we get to 3,000. 3 more, baby. That is awesome. Awesome stuff, man. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife, tell your husband, tell your fiance, tell your girlfriends. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. All right, bottom of the 9th. Are they going to tie it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are they going to tie it? Anybody? Who thinks that they're going to tie it? Serena says yes. I like the spirit. The fact that not a lot of people are jumping means no. That's one way to put it. D believes yes. Troy says they have turtle power. And if you did, just subscribe, comment who you are down below if you want me to give you a shout out. Let's get to 200 likes as well, man. If we lose today, Schwarber and Harper are June hot. We won the series. Rob's ejection got him fired up. That was during the Atlanta series. We're just 7 games in front. Vicente says no. Louis says not over until the fat lady sings. All right. Marsh will lead off the bottom of the 9th, and Suarez is on the mound. He blew his first save last night. He's looking for redemption today. First pitch is inside and low for ball 1. He fires strikes, that's for sure. But the Phillies finally got a hold of him. He was 17 for 17 in save opportunities until he lost the game. The pitch, and that's taken for strike 1. Anthony, thanks so much for subbing, man. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marsh. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul ball that goes in and out of the glove of Higashioka. Lucky number 3,000. Who's it going to be? 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3 at 100 miles per hour. And Marsh looks at a called third strike. Edmundo Sosa up to bat. The ball reached triple digits. The pitch to Sosa, and that is low for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Suarez kicks, delivers, and that is swung on and missed. 100 on the gun again by Suarez. Robert Suarez, 33 years old, from Venezuela, with a 1.21 ERA. 1-1 pitch, and that's slapped foul. So it's a 1-2 count. All right, I'm not looking at the chat real quick because I can't look at the count. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Suarez again gets set just at the belt, and the 1-2, and there's a line drive knocked down by Suarez, and the toss over to first is in time. Sosa hit it really hard, but there's 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down, and the Phillies are down to their final out. Hit it really sharply, too, just right at the pitcher. And Suarez just tried to knock it down as fast as he possibly could. Heads up. Dahl is the last chance for the Phillies. Looking to pass the torch on. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. 2 more subs so we get to 3,000. Let's do it, baby. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch number 2 coming on up. And here it is. Swing and a miss. Came in at 99 miles per hour. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-1 to Dahl. Away for ball 2. And it's a 2-1 count. One more sub. The next pitch. Fouled away. And Dahl down to his final strike. One more, baby. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Dahl. Ground ball hit over to second base. And the throw over to first is in time, and that's the ball game. Phillies lose by a final score of 5-2. And, well, that's their first road win since June 2nd by the San Diego Padres. They lost their last 9. We got to 3K, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Let's celebrate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! That's how we do it. They may have lost today's game, but we'll take that as a win. Oh, man. That's awesome. Oh, man. That's great. All right. Hey, muting the bell, can't hear it after a loss. Well, this is a big win for us. Come on, man. You got to be happy about that. Got to be happy. Got to be happy about that. I understand that the Phillies lost, but man, oh, man. Come on, bro. That's awesome. 3,000 members of our channel. I think that that's even better than the game, personally. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mucho gracias. Toda rabah. Those are the only ways I know how to say thank you in other languages. I'm ecstatic for you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I understand what you're saying, though. I understand what you're saying. Congratulations, JJ. You deserve it. Sixth, a $5 donation by Louie, man. Thank you so much. Congrats, brother. Mr. 3000, let's go. How about that? We did it, man. We did it. 3,000. We're in the 3,000 hits club. It's great. 3,000 people. Yet another screw up by Soto. Yeah, so how do we describe that game, guys? Please comment one word down below to describe that. I would say that it was meh. Meh. I'm not mad. I'm not sad by it. I just wish that they would have gotten the sweep. Sweeping a team, though, I know it is hard. The job was done yesterday. The job was done yesterday. I just wish that they would have had more momentum. But now they have an off day. They can reset. But how do we say that? Disappointing. Oh no, Soto. Yoko Ono Sono. I just came up with that on the spot. Thanks, Hunter. Appreciate it, man. Troy, thank you, bro. I was 3,000. James, man. You. Thank you. Woo! Congratulations, James. 3,000, bro. That's awesome. Bummer I got over it already. Yep. The goal was to win the series. I agree. I feel like the reason why they lost was that error by Marsh in the 8th inning. No. That, to me, was not the reason why they lost. I actually thought Marsh should have done that. I was fine with him putting in the chips because you're either going to make a ridiculous catch that's game-saving. That's an energy booster, right? If he makes that catch. If he slows up and doesn't make that catch, we're going to wonder what if. What if he did make that catch? He gave it all he had. Sometimes you got to take the gamble. And I could respect in that situation that he did it. Okay? In a playoff game, maybe we revisit this conversation. But in this type of a game, you got to put the marbles on the table. You know, he gave it all his speed that he had. I think that the defense should have been aligned a little bit differently. I don't know why you would be playing deep out in center field in that type of situation when Higashioka's up to bat. That's just me. But I don't think that that was Marsh's fault. That's on the outfield defensive alignment. So, the reason why they lost is because they just couldn't get good hits today. That's why they lost. Rojas would have caught it. Yeah, Rojas probably would have caught that. I think he would have caught it. Marsh had to go all out there. All or nothing. Yep. Larry sees my point. Day off, then bring on the D-backs. Revenge time for the boys. Friday, man, we're going to have a big crowd on Friday because the game is on Apple TV. So, mods, I love each and every one of you. And everybody that's on there, I love you guys. Just make sure that you're aware that Friday's going to be a big one. Sunday's also going to be big too, so make sure that, that we're all on our best behavior, of course, and, we welcome everybody in with open arms. Keep the bell icons turned on too, because I'm telling you, we have a post-game show later today that I will upload probably around 7 o'clock tonight. And we will also be doing some Eagles and Sixers content tomorrow. Please be on the lookout for that stuff. I need you to keep the bell icons turned on. Love you too. Yep. I love you, Serena. Thank you. You're the best. Defensive alignment in the infield has been bad lately. Yep. I agree with that. All right. We'll talk more about it tonight. But happy Juneteenth, everybody. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that too. Happy Juneteenth to everybody that's out there. I love you, and I will catch you all on the next one.